Well, you can't make life decisions without actually knowing what your options are and what is realistic in your approach. I guess if you think about it, like you wouldn't buy a car without researching what car you want first. And the same applies in a bigger scale to a divorce. One of the most important things to know about divorce is it's really emotional. And you're the one that's going through the emotions, but it's important to hire an attorney so that you can have somebody who's not emotional about it to guide you through the process. So one of the things that I think we do a little bit differently is we don't sugarcoat what's going on. We give it to you straight because at the end of the day, it's your life. You're the one that has to make the decision. You're the one that has to live with that decision. So we're not going to fluff it up and make it sound nice and wrap it up in a bow because we want you to be able to make the decisions based on the cold, hard facts. So in a lot of ways, I think that we view ourselves as somewhat of a therapist, a friend, a confidant, in addition to being a lawyer. And that's because we have to talk to you on a real level and get information from you that is real, it's raw, and it's hard to talk about sometimes. And we're usually the people that are there to guide you through in that moment. What's most important when you're going through divorce is understanding what's important to you. That can differ for everybody. Sometimes people come in and their greatest asset is their pension, and that's super important to them. Other times, people are very concerned about the house. Other times, what the parenting plan looks like, that's the most important piece. What you have to decide first is to figure out what your most important thing is so that you can use that to strategize moving forward. Our job as a lawyer to you going through a divorce is to make sure that you're aware of all of the avenues that you could take to get divorced, what the pros and the cons of that may be, and what you can and cannot get under the confines of the law. And to break it down for you so that you can understand it in a way that makes sense to you. Look, here at Wolfe Shore, we give it to you straight. You need to be able to cut through the and understand what you're actually making a decision on. You can't do that unless we give you straight facts. And we understand that sometimes those conversations are going to be really difficult. It's not fun on our part sometimes to give you the information that we know you don't want to hear, but that's part of the job. My name is Kristen Wolfe with Wolfe Shore Law Group. We are a family law firm here in the state of Connecticut. Have you ever argued with a woman before?